Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends dagger from the Cloak and Dagger duo, and it's part of the SPDR Build-A-Figure wave. Now, I picked mine up from Kapow Toys. They got them nice and early. If you want to pick it up and you are not in the UK, you can go ahead and get it from Big Bad Toy Store. The link will be in the description below. So coming around to the back here, it says, Tandy Bowen channels her unrivaled possession of Light Force into signature light dagger weapons, earning herself the name Dagger. I have actually already reviewed Cloak, so you can go ahead and check that video out on my channel if you want to see that review. And here we see everyone else in the wave. So let me know what you want to see next. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here's Dagger out of the packaging, and one of the fantastic things about this set, just like I said in the Cloak review, which you can see stood with her, if I go ahead and just bring the camera back over, there we go, he's actually stood on the little base thing that comes in the box with him, which makes him stand a little taller and looks like he's hovering off the ground, which is a great setup when you go ahead and pair it with Dagger herself. Obviously, it just raises him up enough so that he's a little bit taller, because he is meant to be quite a bit taller than Dagger. So it just makes the pairing look even better. But with that there is less space sort of within his, foot space to get her really close into that cloak. So if you want it to be really close, or to have her sort of coming out of the cloak, I would suggest, just like I showed in the review for Cloak, take the cloak off him and just have him just the cloak on its own with the head, and then she can be kind of walking out of that, and that'll look fantastic. But as for this Dagger figure itself, it is pretty much a blank female mold that we have seen before. That is painted really well. The line work of that kind of seam there in the center, that cross, looks really good. The paintwork on the hands isn't as great for those points right there, but it's still pretty decent. There's no marks on the white anywhere on the figure, so that is fantastic. She stands just over 6 inches tall, so that's all good as well. And the head sculpt there, I think the head may have been used for other figures in the past, but it's painted so that it actually looks very different to any Marvel Legends figure that we've had in the past, so that is all good too. The hair's done really nicely, really good wash in there to give you some shading and everything. Cloak and Dagger have looked similar to this for a very long time, so you can use them in any setup really. Now, she does come with an accessory. We have the daggers right here, which aren't quite as white as she is, but they look fantastic. They're a little bit translucent. Think of like an Iceman figure. So they actually do look really good and kind of shiny. And those daggers there are the perfect shape. I just wish that it came with some separate ones, or that these could come out, because although this is fantastic to go ahead and clip on her arm with that clip right there, and make it look like, she's swooshing them around like she's just thrown them, you don't have any separate ones. I would love to have separate ones of these to go ahead and put in her hands as well. And better yet, maybe even 2 of these, because she usually uses it at both hands at the same time. So it would have been fantastic to either get more of these, or for these to have, little interchangeable pieces that you could take those out and put on the hands separately or something. Maybe if she had some holes in the center of her hand and you could peg these into there from this. That would have made the figure absolutely perfect, but I'm going to have her displayed, just in a vanilla pose with Cloak anyway, not fighting or anything with this. So for me personally, I don't mind too much, but it would have been great if you could have some different, weaponry for her as well. Now, as for the articulation, the head's on a ball joint, the hair moves out the way very well, and you can go ahead and bring it back and forward too. Rotation at the shoulder, and they come out to the side just like so. Rotation and a single hinge at the elbow too. Rotation and a single hinge at the hands as well, and they are in the same pose pretty much on both sides. We have a diaphragm ball joint which can rotate around, move forward and back, side to side, and twist left and right as well. Hips move out to the side, forward and back, rotation at the upper part of the thigh, double jointed knees, and then you get the feet that move up and down and have an ankle pivot. Dagger looks absolutely awesome, and as a standalone figure, it's not all that fantastic with only that one type of accessory, which is awesome in its own right, but honestly I think, like I said, it should have come with 2, or maybe have some little interchangeable dagger pieces as well for her hands separately. That would have made the figure honestly perfect. As it is, it's still great, and obviously should be bought and used in conjunction with Cloak, and as a pairing, they're absolutely awesome, and I definitely do recommend them. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more from me, there's some videos on the screen right now, and there's some links to my social media in the description below. If you want to watch more Marvel Legends, especially from this wave, go ahead and stay tuned and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.